So this is my Basketball Wives Season 8, Episode 5 review. Now, I did do a review on episodes 1 through 4, so if you missed those, please go back and watch them. So this week's episode starts off where Tammy and Jessica Rich meet up because Tammy is starting a shoe line. Okay, Tammy's about her business this season, for real, for real. So OG ends up showing up, of course. That's not a surprise because OG's one of the only women besides Jackie that Tammy's cool with. So, side note, the boots that Tammy showed from her shoe line were really, really cute. I would have liked them better in black because, you know, I wear mostly darker colors. So, if they were in black, they'd be really even cuter. But anyways, they talked about Tammy's brunch, and Tammy was talking about how she was disappointed in how the brunch turned out because the goal wasn't for everybody to be bickering back and forth and everybody's still at odds with one another. She wanted everybody to understand each other's points at this brunch and maybe come to some type of understanding with one another. But that absolutely didn't happen. And in true Basketball Wives fashion, there was a lot of tension and wasn't nobody about to work anything out because everything, if you notice this season so far with the drama, is way too personal for anything to really be resolved, especially with certain people. So OG says that she wants to work on herself because she doesn't really like to be known as, you know, a troublemaker. And Tammy was telling her that she doesn't like that OG's in so much drama because she wants people to see who she sees OG as, because when OG's with Tammy, she's not the same way she is when she's with the other girls. And I agree with that. But we'll see if OG can redeem herself this season because she did some underhanded shit so far. So then Jennifer and Kristin meet up for coffee. I kind of wish I had a coffee right now. I actually had one this morning, but, you know, kind of want another one. Anyways, Jen said she needed a break from all the drama and all the bullshit from Evelyn's skincare party. Then Jen says she started therapy, and Kristin was telling her that it was good that she started therapy because maybe that's a step forward for her to get back to her normal self so that she can get everything back together so she can have her friendships back. So then they talk about the hug between Jen and Shaunie. And Jennifer says that she wants things to move forward between her and Shaunie and that she appreciated that Shaunie, gave her a hug and seems like she's open to them rekindling their friendship again. So Jen hands Kristin a letter that she wrote for Shaunie, and she gives it to Kristin and tells Kristin she wants her to hand it to Shaunie. Now, Kristin looks like she's really not interested in being a part of it because Kristin said that the last time she delivered a message from Jennifer to Shaunie, all hell broke loose, which is what happened in episode 1 when Kristin told Shaunie that Jennifer said that she shouldn't have been mad about the rumor of Shaq and Evelyn hooking up because it's not the first rumor about Shaq hooking up with another woman. So Kristin was not really interested in giving up the letter, but Kristin kind of sometimes acts like a little minion, so she went and decided to tell Jen she would deliver the message to Shaunie. So I know I get on Kristin a lot. I have been getting on her this whole season, but it's because there's something sneaky about her. Like, I don't even really think she's even really Jen's friend. I think she just talks to Jen just to talk to her, but I don't think she's really Jen's friend either. So Cece and Byron have their party right before their wedding. It's probably the rehearsal dinner. I haven't been to a wedding in a really long time, so I'm thinking it was the rehearsal dinner. Cece looked really, really nice. Her dress was gorgeous. Okay, her dress was really, really nice. So Jackie and Malaysia show up, and Malaysia is upset because she looked around at the people who were at the party and she didn't see barely any of Byron's family there, and she didn't see any of Byron's kids. She was particularly mad because she didn't see Byron's daughter London there. But it's like London was just yelling at, her the last time they were together. And so, of course she's not going to be there. So then Malaysia says that she is not looking forward to seeing OG because she knew OG was going to be invited because Cece and OG are friends. So OG shows up and Malaysia's mood completely changes from sad to kind of angry. So Malaysia looks over at OG while Cece is giving her little speech, and she says that she wants to confront OG. So Malaysia didn't care if it was Byron and Cece's rehearsal dinner or not. She went over there and she confronted OG. And she told OG that OG was a liar because OG lied and said that Byron gave her permission to use that information against Kristin. And OG said she didn't say that Byron gave her permission to use that information against Kristin. She said that he told her it was okay to talk about Thomas not being his biological son. So I kind of think like Malaysia's overdoing it now. She's acting like she's so mad about everything that happened, even though none of it really affects her. And yet she's acting like she's so bothered by OG blurting that shit out. It's like, get over it already. So then OG tells her that she's tired of people twisting her words around because that's not what she said. So Malaysia tells OG that it's not the time to be discussing the situation, and she leaves because she says she has to catch a flight. So now it's Jessica Rich and Tammy's shoe line event, okay? And Tammy says she barely invited anyone, and when she said that, I knew it was only going to be Jackie and OG who showed up. And long and behold, who showed up? Jackie and OG. So I just want to talk about how much I love how Reggie supports Tammy. He keeps her so calm, so cool, and he just supports her so much, and she seems so happy with him. It seems like he's her piece, and I really like seeing that, the relationship dynamic between the two of them. So Tammy says she wants to let everyone know that her and Reggie are married because after what happened to her ex-husband having a stroke and all, she said that she would hate for something to happen to her and the world not know that she's married to Reggie. So I laughed because Reggie told her if she was ready to go tell the ladies right then and there at the event, and Tammy took a big gulp of her drink, and I was just like, oh my God, Tammy, really? And she tells him that she's not about to tell him at the event because it's not the time and the place, but that she was going to throw some little gathering at her house and tell it to just the people who mattered to her. And then she said that she was only going to invite certain people because she only wants people there who are going to genuinely be happy for her. And I agree with that. I don't think you should share any happy news with anyone who you don't think is going to be genuinely happy for you, because that's the type of shit that gets you into drama by having people in your space who ain't really, they don't really fuck with you like that. So now it's Shaunie's son's 16th birthday party, and she decided to throw him a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air style party because she said that he used to be obsessed with Will Smith. And I thought the party was really cool looking, and the house looked so similar to the set of Fresh Prince, and I was like, that's dope. So the two people who Shaunie invited out of the ladies to her son's party was Kristin and Evelyn. Kristin got on my nerves because she said she was going to mix water in her liquor. And I was like, bitch, what? Water in your liquor? Why don't you just add ice? Or some soda or something. Like water? I've never tried adding water to my liquor before. I don't know if anybody else has. Let me know down in the comment section if you've mixed water in your alcohol. But anyway, Kristin ends up pulling Shaunie to the side away from Evelyn, which I thought was good this time because Evelyn don't need to know every situation all the time. Evelyn is always so negative, and she always has something to say because she wants Shaunie to be on her side at all times. And so I was glad Kristin pulled Shaunie to the side. So Kristin ends up handing Shaunie the note that Jen wrote to her, and she reads it. And basically the note said that she appreciated Shaunie giving her a hug and showing sympathy to her, and that she was open to moving forward with Shaunie. And Shaunie was actually happy about the note that Jen wrote her. She said that she was open to fixing things with Jennifer, and that as long as Jennifer is trying to better herself, that she's open to friendship. And so then Kristin and Shaunie go outside with Evelyn, Jackie, and Kristin. And they talk about having a girls' trip. And I was like, oh God, here comes the girls' trip where all the drama happens. And I'm like, I'm ready for it for next episode. So they decide to take a trip to San Diego because it's not too far. So then Shaunie says that she's sure Tammy isn't going to end up showing up because she doesn't want to be around Evelyn. And Evelyn aggravated me because, once again, she has to be negative and take no responsibility in her part as to why her and Tammy don't mess with each other. Evelyn was just as shady as Tammy was with her, and she needs to learn how to take responsibility for her actions, into why some of her friendships end and why she has a lot of drama in her life, because she seems to think that it's everyone else's fault but her own. So then Kristin suggests Jen going, and Shaunie and Jackie are all for Jen going, but Evelyn's over there rolling her eyes, saying she doesn't want Jen to go, and saying, well, hopefully the house that they're staying at is going to be big because she doesn't want to be anywhere near Jen. So then Shaunie tells Evelyn and the rest of the ladies that Jen wrote her a note saying that she was open to fixing things with Shaunie, and Evelyn was again negative and pissed off because Jen didn't write her a letter, or write her daughter a letter. And it's just like, girl, you said you were uninterested in any conversations with Jennifer. So how is she supposed to apologize to you or even talk to you about it or even really tell you her side of things if you're not even open to speaking to her? Because Jen is adamant about not saying the things that was said that she said about Evelyn's daughter. She says she didn't say it, okay? She has not owned up to saying anything about Shanice. So, I mean, if she's saying she didn't say it, Evelyn's never going to know if she really said it or not. And so I just feel like Evelyn's really dragging things along. And I understand that that's her daughter that was involved in it. But it seems like Evelyn's tripping even more than her daughter was about the whole situation. It's just like, if you don't want to be friends with Jen anymore, just let it go. So then Tammy goes and plans her marriage reveal gathering. And Tammy just seems so happy this season. She's happy and in love with Reggie. Her daughters, Jazz and Lyric, are really beautiful, and they seem happy for Tammy and Reggie. So I guess the conversation went well when Reggie and Tammy talked to her daughters about them not being at their wedding. So the three people that Tammy invited from the group was OG, Jackie, and Malaysia. OG and Jackie showed up, but Malaysia didn't because Malaysia was out of town. I was actually surprised that Shaunie wasn't there. I was surprised that Shaunie didn't get invited, but I think that Tammy probably didn't invite Shaunie because she didn't want Shaunie going back and telling Evelyn any of her business. So Tammy thought that it would be good to use a picture to reveal that they are married. So it was like a huge picture, and it had 2 wedding rings on it, and it had the date that they got married on it. And Jackie's crazy ass thought that it was a pregnancy reveal. And I'm just like, Jackie, really? Tammy ain't trying to have no more kids. She already said she wasn't trying to have no kids. Reggie agreed to it, and they ended up getting married. So it was not a baby reveal. Jackie's crazy as hell. So when it's revealed that Tammy and Reggie are married, Jackie was acting friggin' crazy. She was yelling and screaming, and I was just like, girl, this is why she probably didn't want to tell you nothing, because she knew you was going to act up like that. But that's Jackie. That's who Jackie is. You either love her or hate her. Jackie's always the same. So Jackie is extremely happy for Tammy, and so was OG. And Tammy got emotional because it was just a big deal to her to express that to all the people that she felt would genuinely be happy for her. And I believe Jackie and OG were genuinely happy for Tammy. But Tammy had to pull Jackie's ass to the side and tell her, look, don't be going back telling that I'm married to all the other ladies. And Jackie was saying that she was confused and surprised as to why Tammy didn't want the other ladies to know. And it's like, girl, she don't want them to know because they don't F with her like that. So of course she doesn't want them to know about it. Respect it and leave it alone. So Jackie, Malaysia, Phoebe, and Evelyn go shopping for the San Diego trip, and Evelyn tells the ladies that Jen is going. And I believe that Evelyn told the ladies that Jen was going because she knew Malaysia doesn't like Jennifer either. They got into a big fight last season when they went on the other trip. So I believe she wanted Malaysia to be just as pissed about Jen going as she is, because all the other ladies seem to have put the BS to the side with Jennifer and are willing to move forward. But Malaysia didn't give Evelyn what she wanted, because she told them that she don't care if Jen's going, that the house is big and she don't have to be nowhere near Jennifer. Malaysia's more worried about the situation between OG, Kristin, and Cece. And because Cece is not going to go on the San Diego trip, she said that she was excited to get OG by herself because she wanted to see what OG thinks about everything without Cece in her ear. So then Phoebe says that she don't like OG once again because OG made that gag order comment. And I was just like, okay, Phoebe, you are like Evelyn because you just keep things going and going and going. It's like she made the stupid gag order comment. You don't have to talk to OG, but you don't have to keep talking about OG. Okay? So then they talk about the song that Phoebe made about OG. And I was like, why would she make a song referencing OG in it? Like, was it really that serious that you went and made a song? And then Evelyn and Phoebe were clowning OG for wearing a fake designer, I think it was a designer shirt or a designer outfit or some shit like that. They were clowning her for it. Evelyn really went as far as to call one of her friends who works for, I think, whatever fashion company that, I guess the lady's an expert on designer clothing, and she told Evelyn that the designer clothes wasn't real, it was a knockoff. And I was just like, really? You cared that much about clowning on her, whether she was wearing real designer clothing or not, that you went as far as to go call your friend and ask her if it was real or not? I'm like, girl, is it really that goddamn serious? It's like, you talk about everybody and how everybody looks. It's like, if OG likes the way she dresses, then leave her the hell alone. She likes how she's dressed. And why do you care so much? Like, that agitated the hell out of me. So I'm interested to see what happens the next episode with this girls trip. So Evelyn, being a child, hides behind the door like a kid when she sees the truck with Jen in it pull up. And I was just like, really? You can't even stand outside in the same place as her? You gotta be that immature. So Evelyn was talking about how she was already annoyed at Jen only by hearing Jen's voice from outside, because Phoebe, Evelyn, and Jackie were in the house and they went over by the staircase, and Phoebe and Evelyn, being nosy, asked Jackie what was being said in the car, because they wanted to hear that Jen or somebody was talking shit. And Evelyn told her nobody was talking any type of crap. There was no negativity in the truck, but that Jen said that she would be willing to talk to Evelyn if it's a one-on-one. And Evelyn told her that she has no interest in talking to Jen. And I was just like, well, nothing's going to be solved. You're saying you just want an apology from her, but you guys need to sit and talk it out. You're talking about that Jen should have been came to you, but you haven't been open this entire time to talk to her. So, I mean, I just think Jen should just give it up with Evelyn and just let Evelyn sit down and be dramatic about stuff, because Evelyn seems like she's not trying to make amends with anybody. And that was the end of episode 5. Now, I'm interested to see what ends up happening in the next episode, where the girls trip actually gets started. The preview of it was a lot of drama, especially Evelyn and Jen. So I'm interested to see what ends up happening. If again, if you haven't seen my review of episodes 1 through 4, please go back and look at them and let me know what you think down in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video.